joint operation recently took place targeting human trafficking and prostitution in Luzerne and Lackawanna counties. Today, I'm pleased to be joined by Pennsylvania State Police Trooper First Class David Peters, who is also a public information officer with the State Police at Troop N. Trooper Peters, what types of sexual exploitation are law enforcement officials seeing in our area?
Well, you do see what you kind of related there to was the human trafficking, sex trafficking, but the sexual exploitation that we most commonly see is individuals having conversations with minor children in chat room sites, or with speaking with undercover individuals, police officers, whether that be state or local officials, posing as 15-year-olds, having a conversation, then revealing, obviously, their age, and that individual continues to have those types of conversations where it leads to wanting to meet up for a sexual benefit. That's what you see, obviously too uncommon of a time for that to continue to occur, but it does occur more. More kids use technology today with their social media sites, and really no social media site is prone not to have this type of behavior going on.
What can parents do to protect their kids? How do we know that they're, not being targeted by someone like that?
It goes to that common sense thing we keep talking about, is knowing what your children are doing, knowing what social media sites are on, checking their phones, seeing what apps they're on, checking their folders. I mean, kids today are probably more exposed to technology than we are, in ways of being able to possibly hide things. I mean, we're talking about individuals who manipulate, or the word that they like to use to describe these individuals are they groom them. So whether they start that conversation and try to, buy into what the child is experiencing, whether it's looking for attention or having a fight with mom and dad, and groom them along the way to have them trust them. And basically, whether that is to elicit photos from them of a sexual or inappropriate nature, or to eventually meet up which could lead to a sex trafficking situation. So they do prey on vulnerabilities of the individuals they're speaking to. But again, you want to know what your child is doing. You should know what their password to their phone is. They are minors. They are your responsibility, and you should know what sites they're going to. And a lot of these sites, kids shouldn't even be allowed on at times.
I think a lot of us take for granted that it happens somewhere else and not here, but we need to be aware that it can happen anywhere and to anyone. So we need to be proactive so that we don't become a victim.
Yeah, I agree 100%, and it can happen. It has happened here. We've had some cases in Luzerne County, as well as Monroe and other counties, where sex trafficking charges have been brought against individuals. You are close to big cities in a lot of different ways, and it's one of those crimes that seems to be hidden, but it can happen anywhere: streets, hotels, truck stops, migrant camps, online escort services. A lot of these places, whether it's sexual trafficking of individuals or human labor trafficking, factory workers, things like that. It's important that if they hear this, which in a lot of cases they're shielded from a lot of outside for that, that fear aspect, is, there are people out here that are looking to help you and will help you. Law enforcement isn't the enemy in regards to this, and we're trying to do a better job in making ourselves known, so victims are more willing to come forward to us, and we can get them the help they need as well.
Very vital information in this day and time. Thank you so much for joining with us. I hope that we can talk to you again in the future for some more important information for our viewers.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Workforce Resources Inc. of Hazleton, in business since 2013, located in West Hazleton. If you're looking for a job, call them at 570-454-8810 and find out how you can apply for specific jobs, including skilled positions and warehousing. Full-time and part-time opportunities are available.